Hello and welcome everybody. It's Rose Smith here from Absolute Soul Secrets. Thanks so much for joining me for the terrific Taurus July horoscope. Okay, so an interesting month this month. We don't have quite as much going on as what we did in May, which was just off the charts for changes and transformation. And even June has been pretty full on, but it's a quieter month in some respects, but we do have a supermoon in Capricorn on the 13th. And for you, this is in your 9th house, okay, the house of the higher mind. So it could involve you studying or traveling or in some way wanting to expand your life. And because it's in Capricorn, there could be some real physical changes that go on. So a bit of a shake-up for everybody, but, you'll get some benefit out of it. Okay, so just to let you know what I do, I like to draw two tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, and we'll have a look at your horoscope as well. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and have a look what's going on. Okay, so we're going to look at these cards first and pick these cards, the first card the first half of the month and the second card the second half of the month. Okay, closing my eyes. Right, here in my hands, instead of seeing cards in spirit, I'm seeing a great big crystal coming out of my hands like this. Okay, so this is about amplifying the energy, and you might already have an idea of what you think is going to happen or what you want to happen. And this is going to amplify the energy, and there's like a carpet of stars beneath me that's sort of swirling around. So a lot of growth, a lot of hope and opportunity, and we'll go for that one. The Five of Wands. It's time to defend yourself in some way, to be, competitive, and to stand up for your rights. You don't want people pushing you around. There's a lot of motivation here. See these flames coming out of her fingertips. So Wands is always sort of passionate and positive, and there's some decisions to be made and some action to be taken. See, we've got these are like candles. The flames have gone out here, but they are in the fingertips. So maybe things didn't turn out exactly as you were hoping for, but they turn out in some sort of fashion. Okay, so you're in the general direction. There could be some competitors if you're in business that would steal your thunder in a second if you let them, but you don't need to let them, because you've got them here in your fingertips. You can actually light these candles again, no problem. Okay, so that's the first one. Now let's have a look at the second card for the second half of the month for terrific Taurus. Okay, so some doors opening up in front of me. Knowledge is very important to you this month, and I'm seeing bookshelves with lots of books, so you may need to consult somebody to find out how to do something to gain the knowledge. And I also feel that some of you are maybe quite knowledgeable yourself, but for some reason you haven't put that knowledge into practice. Let's go for that one there. And that card is the Emperor. Okay, some people like this energy. I'm not one of them, but yeah, each to their own. It's very Saturnian in nature. Now, because it's the full moon, the supermoon in Capricorn, this goes with this, and the supermoon is the 13th, so really, yeah, the latter part of the month. You could be dealing with government authorities or maybe big organisations. If you're in Australia, Centrelink or Telstra, they're enough to drive you nuts. They drive me nuts. Thank God I don't have to deal with Centrelink, but Telstra, yeah. So you have this authoritarian figure who has all of these rules that you have to follow. If you do follow the rules, you can usually get what you want. There's usually some sort of pathway, but if your situation is not usual or similar to other people's, then then it can be problematic. This is somebody who, you know, could come in across your path, and it could be sort of standing over or dominating you in some way. And know that if you play by the rules, it'll probably turn out okay in the end. This could also be yourself. You could be dominating yourself, forcing yourself into something that you prefer not to do, but you have to force yourself to do it, or some situation like that. So try and lighten up on yourself if that's the case, okay? But some people do like this because it represents security and stability. So, you know, if you're innovative and freedom-loving, you'll probably like it less. But if you're looking for safety, then this might make you feel more comfortable in some way. All right, let's have a look now at the horoscope. I'm just going to make this bigger so that you can see. You've got a lot going on down here in the bottom of the chart. So it's more about your private life and your views and your belief systems, okay? But there is a shake-up up here in your 9th house towards the top of the chart with this supermoon, the MC, and also Pluto. This could very well mean something, some part of your life, a cycle, maybe to do with your job if you're working, or the direction of your life. There's some sort of shake-up and some sort of modification or change in direction. Now, looking at your horoscope, the 30th of June to the 3rd of July sees Mars squaring Pluto. Don't drive yourself too hard here. You might be feeling a bit compulsive, or, you know, rather sort of power oriented, looking for achievement. You might be feeling, very ambitious. And I've actually got here in my notes, domineering. Okay, so you might be trying to dominate yourself, which brings this card to the fore again. I'll actually put these cards like this because they are relevant to the horoscope quite often. Okay, so this is Mars squares Pluto particularly. And it's important that you don't drive yourself too hard. There could be some sort of furious power struggle with somebody as well. And try just to take a deep breath and be patient. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. 3rd of July to the 19th of July, Mercury moves into your 3rd house of communications here. You're likely to be intellectually quite curious. You could be doing some sort of research. There's a lot of communications going on. Some sort of mental restlessness, perhaps. You're searching for something, a new thing. What's the next new thing in your life that you can think about? You might also be flitting from one activity to another and doing a lot of socialising, talking to your neighbours. A lot of little short trips around your community where you live, and that's a good thing. It's also an excellent time to take a field trip if you have a business or business purposes. 3rd of July to the 6th of July, Mars conjunct your ascendant, and you could be quite assertive and competitive. Now you could have extra energy. You don't want to slow down. Do be careful you don't go too fast, okay? Whether that be fast walking or fast moving, or you're doing a deal with someone and you go into too fast. You want to go slowly so people feel secure. And they're not worried that they're travelling too fast, or a relationship perhaps is moving too fast. Watch for that. It is time for positive, decisive action, but don't overdo it. Take the initiative now, but if you rush too quickly, then, you might miss something, basically. 3rd of July to the 19th of August, Mars in your 1st house. Okay, this gives you even more energy, more Mars energy, and you might find that you're feeling particularly energetic. You might also feel a bit headstrong. You're very confident at the moment. Maybe there's some impatience, so do watch for that. Mars can bring incidents and accidents, so slow down and be conscious and aware of your physical body, lest you trip or something happens, It could be some sort of incident if you're thinking about what you've got to do in the future rather than what you're doing right now. 9th of July to the 12th of July, Mars squares Moon, and this can bring irritability. You might sort of get angry over nothing, or impatient again. Mars, you know, what can I say? And yeah, maybe even picking arguments might come up, you know. So don't pick an argument with yourself, and don't pick yourself. Like, you could be having that negative self-talk that goes on. Oh, you did this wrong, you should have done that, and your mind's coming up with all these things. Just tell your mind to shut up and sit down. You can imagine a stop sign and just saying stop it. And just imagine a river, and all of this sort of pick goes into the river and flows downstream away from you, and you're being washed clean, okay? Because Mars, you know, can be unnecessarily forceful or inconsiderate sometimes. 9th of July to the 12th of July. Oh, I said that one. Sorry. Mars squares Moon. 13th of July, supermoon in Capricorn here in your 9th house. This is a great time to get away. You might be feeling a bit edgy or a bit frustrated. So if you can go away for a couple of days, that'll take the edge off it. Go and enjoy yourself and think about your life and put things in perspective. And do something so you can broaden your horizons and grow your life in some way. This could be travel, spirituality, reading, anything where you look at the big picture and you know, get a bird's eye view. So you're not just looking at mundane, boring things that you do every day. July 16 to the 11th of August, your ruler is moving into the 3rd house here. This is beautiful for smoothing the wheels of relationships. It's likely that you'll have very agreeable relationships with your neighbours, your friends, the people in your immediate circle. It's a great time for socialising generally. If there's any old difficulties from the past with the person, you might be able to smooth these over. So it's just a lovely time. Go and have a cup of tea and some scones with jam and cream with a few friends. That would be nice. 17th of July to the 20th of July, Mars sextiles the Sun, giving you even more energy. And you can accomplish a great deal now, more than usual. And you're feeling quite ambitious and independent. And success is quite likely to fall into your lap. Of course, you have to do stuff. It just doesn't literally fall from the sky. But yeah, it comes to you more easily than usual. You could be offered some sort of leadership role, or the people in your community are looking up to you in some way, or maybe online even. That could happen. Yeah, very beneficial. 18th of July to the 3rd of August, Mercury moves into your 4th house here, home and family. You could be feeling quite nostalgic at the moment, thinking back to when you went to school, thinking about people you had relationships with. You could also be communicating a fair bit with your family, and you could be entertaining, having friends over or family over. So yeah, a lot of discussions. It's a great time to look back at old photos. Maybe there's a school reunion that's you're going to be invited to, or you hear something about someone you used to go to school with. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, the Sun moves into your 4th house here. This brings insight and awareness. It also brings happiness into your home, which is fabulous. See what you can do to build trust with family members. Maybe there's somebody that you didn't get on with that well. You can sort of improve that relationship. And it's a great time just to be more domesticated, sit at home and contemplate your life. Your home is very important now. And there's actually the new moon, Mercury and the Sun there. So the new moon's coming. I'll get to that in a minute. And so you might be doing something around your home and talking about a lot of discussions about it. There's new beginnings in your home. And the new moon is on the 28th and it's in Leo. So it's like you're the queen of your home or the king of your home. And your desire for comfort and security is much stronger now. It's almost like your family members could look up to you in some way, and you shine in that position in your family, having your family there, and it's very much improved. Even if you haven't been getting on recently, there's some sort of improvement. Then we have 17th of July to the 8th of August, Jupiter squaring the Sun. This is a bit of a mixed bag, this one, because although squares are quite often challenging, when Jupiter's there, it sort of takes the edge off the challenges a little bit. You could be feeling a bit frustrated. You want to improve things, move on to greener pastures, and you might feel a bit dissatisfied. And that's because what's going to happen is you're going to start to feel inspired, or you want to aspire to a better situation. So this is a way of improving your life. Just be careful you don't take risks or speculate if you can't afford that, because with Jupiter it expands everything, but sometimes it can make you feel overconfident in some area. So that's probably the only negative. But in short, this is a time to expand your horizons, spread your wings and fly, and you probably will fly doing this. Just take a bit of care, research, and do your due diligence, especially if money's involved. But yeah, you're turning a corner and it's more positive. Your life becomes more positive. 20th of July until the 17th of August, Saturn trines Mercury, giving you excellent mental concentration now. It's a fabulous time for reading, writing, researching, investigating, being logical. It's a time when you probably want to be quieter than usual, spend time on yourself, reading, and not sort of interact with other people too much. You're likely to get more knowledge, and I was talking about knowledge before. And you'll also comprehend situations that you couldn't understand before or didn't make sense. Now things are making more sense to you because your mind is right on track. Your thinking is likely to be more clear and objective, and you're probably going to make some very wise and intelligent decisions in not only your personal life but also your business life as well. And if you're studying and you've got an exam, you'll probably do very well. All right, terrific, Taurus. So that is your horoscope for this month, July. Hope you find this useful. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell. I would love to have you on board. And have a wonderful month, everyone. I'll be doing Gemini tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.